YouTube, what is good? I am back with another video. So I am currently at my house. We about to go pick up another load. Like I said, I'm about to start doing these little vlogs, man. So I'm gonna just take y'all with me. Every single day is going to be different because trucking is just one of those things where you're never really doing the same thing. So I'm about to start this car for y'all real quick. So today what I'm doing is I'm actually about to get Invisalign for my teeth. I had braces before. My teeth shifted a little bit. So I'm actually about to get Invisalign. I only need them for like a couple months. And then I'm picking up a load. I'm picking up a load first, then I'm going to get my Invisalign, and then I'm going to Ohio. Pretty much like a 2-hour drive. So I'll see y'all when we get to the truck. So some of the first things I do when I get to my truck is I do like a pre-trip. I make sure everything looks good. I'm gonna do a more thorough pre-trip off camera, but I always walk around the truck, open the trailer, make sure nothing's in the trailer or nobody's in the trailer. Make sure all the tires are still inflated. I go under the truck, make sure no wiring is cut. I make sure the brakes are good. Like I said, I'm gonna do more thorough off camera, but whenever I leave the truck and I come back to it, I always make sure everything is okay with the truck. So what I'm about to do now is I'm about to go inside, open the hood. I look under the hood, make sure all the fluid levels are good. So I've been away from my truck for a while. So this right here is a kill switch. I cut it off so the battery doesn't die. So when I come back to my truck, pretty much just cuts right back on. All right, so that's it. I'm about to do a pre-trip for my truck and then I'll be back. So I just pulled up to the warehouse where I have to get loaded, and now I just got to figure out where to check in at. I'm pretty sure it's like over there somewhere. So yeah, this is the beginning of the load, taking this load to Ohio. So yeah, receiving, it gotta be right there. Gotta be. So I'm about to go inside, check in, and I'll be right back. All right, so we got a door. They're about to load us right now. We're going to door 312. So it's right up here, right over there. Pretty easy park. It's not gonna be too difficult. No, I always gotta appreciate docks like this where it's easy when you don't have to do too much. like this right here. Come around. I'm not completely lined up with it, but we gonna work it out. I don't have to open my doors on this one because it's a frozen load. My reefer's at -10 degrees. So they just opened up the doors from the actual dock. So I didn't have to get out and open my trailer doors or anything like that. Which happens sometimes. Solid little trucker wave right there. And all right, I should be done right here. Look like it's nice and lined up. Yep, perfectly lined up. All right, so right now we are back into the dock. As you can, let me see. As you can see, back into the dock. So pretty much what I want to talk about in this vlog slash video is what made me get into trucking. So pretty much I graduated college in 2018, which I said in a previous video. After I graduated college, I self-published a book through Amazon, and then I went over to Dubai for like a month and a half with my older brother because he plays professional basketball, which you all will meet him in the future as I continue to vlog and begin to travel and etc. But for a whole nother video. So I started selling this book. I did like $30,000 in sales. I released a course. I did like $30,000 in sales within the first 3 months. So I've never made money on my own before because I always worked a job. So when I got this money, like I did $30,000 in sales, I'm like, oh shit, like this is a lot of money, you feel me? I was only like 22 at the time. So I didn't understand how business worked, and I didn't understand how online exposure worked, because when you gain exposure online and you gain a following and people start to follow you, I had got like 18,000 followers. I had made like $30,000 in sales. That's before expenses. So the money was coming in, but the money was going out. So I went over to Dubai, and Dubai really inspired me. I had quit my job. I was working at a restaurant making about $1,000 a week. So I'm like, fuck it, like I'm about to quit my job. So I quit my job, and then I just started living off my book sales. And what happened was, after like 6 or 7 months, my book sales slowed down, and I didn't have any more capital. I didn't have any more money to invest in advertising and to invest on reaching a bigger audience. My audience was used to seeing me. The content was starting to dry up. I wasn't coming up with more ideas. My followers slowed down. Everything slowed down. So I had to start living off my credit card. So I had gotten to this like mind state of like, okay, I just quit my job. I'm trying this entrepreneurial path, and I'm stuck. Like I literally felt stuck. It wasn't no growth. It wasn't no anything. So my dad was actually trucking at the time, and he just started telling me like, listen, like truckers make money. Like I'm not believing him. I'm like, yeah, whatever. He started showing me how much money he was making, and then he kept telling me like, listen, a trucker can make what an NBA player makes by sitting on the bench. I'm like, bro, you tripping? Like you tripping? Like that's not true at all. So he started explaining to me, he started showing me his paychecks, and this is before he didn't have his own truck at this time. He was only a company driver. And as a company driver, he was making about $75,000 a year. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I woke up one morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just go to CDL school. So I just started typing up, how do you get your CDL license? I didn't even tell my mom, my dad, my brother. I just like woke up with this like weird intuition, and the intuition just led me like, go get your CDL. So, you know, I got a college degree, but I got my degree in psychology. It's not really a good paying job. Like, the most I could probably make was $15 an hour. I'm not working for $15 an hour. I'm not doing that. You know, no offense to nobody that does work for that, but I didn't want to just work for $15 an hour. I wanted to make more. So I figured if I went to get my CDL and I made $60,000, $75,000 in my first year, that would open up doors for me to begin investing in things like real estate. I would be able to write books while on the road. I would be able to, you know, buy trucks. And I knew that by going to get my CDL, I wouldn't have to be a company driver forever. And let alone a company driver, I wouldn't have to drive these semi trucks forever, because I understand that this can be turned into a business. And a business is pretty much just creating a system that operates without you having to actually perform the services or the task, and you hire people and put people in position. So I knew that I could turn this into a business. So what I wanted to do was just learn and start at the bottom. So I was only 22 at the time, so I went and got my CDL. It took me 4 weeks, and I got a job the day I got my license. The day I passed my test, I got a job. My dad got me a job with the company he was working for. He worked in a small company in Arizona. So that's a good thing about trucking too, is that you don't have to work from where you live. You can work anywhere in the you know, anywhere in the country, because you're on the road anyway. So pretty much in my mind, I'm like, there's growth, there's room to grow. You don't have to take the regular route. So I got into trucking because I felt like it was going to open up doors for me and just give me experiences, because on this road there's not a lot of 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds trucking. Trucking is like, it's I'm not sure the percentage, but there's a lot of old truckers. So I felt like I was in a field that I could quickly accelerate in, because I was young, I had knowledge, I had guidance, I had, you know, the mentors around me, and I had nothing to lose. You know, I don't have a family, I don't have a girl, I don't have kids, I have none of that. So I'm like, why not take this risk, and why not make this leap of faith and see what happens? And then literally 10 months later, I was in my own truck. A month later, I had a driver. A month after that, I had 2 trucks. And, you know, currently now I'm living, you know, I'm living pretty good. Like, I don't have to worry about money. I'm providing for my mother. I'm, you know, providing for other people. I'm, you know, coming up with new ideas. So that's kind of why I want to start this YouTube channel, because I feel like the route that I took and the way I went about things is a lot different. And I feel like I just have something to offer people. I got a lot of wisdom and I have a lot of knowledge. So, you know, that's pretty much why I got into trucking, because I'm a writer. I love writing. Writing is my passion. And I actually wrote a book in a semi-truck. Like, so trucking allows me to not only make money, but it allows me to invest in other avenues. So that's pretty much why I got into trucking. It's just a good experience. I've been to so many different states. I've done so many things that I wouldn't have even imagined doing in my life. Like, so, you know, trucking has opened a lot of doors for me, and I'm just grateful. So, you know, that's just what I wanted to talk about in this video, really, is just like why I got into trucking. So as I start to post these videos, people can kind of, you know, like build a image and build a perception around who I am, so they understand what it took for me to get to the point that I'm at right now, because I didn't start my YouTube journey when I first began trucking. So now I want to just catch people up, so when they come back and watch these videos, you know, months later or years later, they can see like, oh, okay, this is why he got into it. Okay, this is how he started. Okay, you know what? That's motivation. So, you know, that's it for this segment of the video, man, and I'll catch y'all later. All right, so whenever you get that green light right there, that pretty much means you're done. So right now I'm about to go inside, and I am about to check out, sign some paperwork, and then I'm gonna go park my truck, go to my orthodontist appointment, and then come back to the truck and deliver the load.
They gave you a green light?
Yep.
All right, carrier name, trailer number, carrier name again, signature, and the date, please.
All right, so everything is highlighted.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, so pretty much it's a simple process. You got to get these papers, these BOL signed. Bill of lading is pretty much everything that the load contains, and it has like all the information on there. So you need that whenever you are transporting the load. So we got this now, and I'll see y'all later, man. All right, so right now I'm at a truck stop. I'm about to put fuel in the truck. Usually it takes like $500 to fill up the truck all the way, but because I'm only going to Ohio, I don't need to put that much fuel in there. So I'm only about to put like $100 worth of fuel in here, just so I have enough to make it to Ohio. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm back at my car. I got a doctor's appointment in like a couple hours, or an orthodontist appointment, doctor, same thing. So I'm gonna take y'all through that process. I'm gonna come back to my truck later, and then we are going to be off to Ohio. Get a new bag to pack my clothes when I go over the road.
You be at 4240.
42.
I don't even know who took off her stuff. We would, I mean, so. You're good?
So as you can see, I made it back to my truck, and now I am about to head off to the load. It's about a 3-hour drive, pretty much going like right outside of Cleveland, Ohio. And then I also have a load that I'm picking up tomorrow. So that is it for today's vlog, man. Y'all saw pretty much my whole day from start to finish, and now I'm about to head on the road and make this delivery. It's supposed to be delivered at 1 a.m. So I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. But like I said, I'm about to start pumping out daily content. If it's not daily, it's definitely going to be weekly, multiple times per week. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm going to need you to hit that like button and subscribe, and just follow me on this journey, man.